Good morning. Thanks for joining in on this episode of Mornings on the MLS. I'm your host, Danny McLaughlin, and I've got something special to share with you. We're not going to just spruce through the MLS, but I'm going to tell you a story of a closing I just did today. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me. If you wouldn't mind, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would love to have you help me support this YouTube channel. I release content like this all the time. I'm a local Franklin, Tennessee realtor at Call Tennessee Home, and I'm very proud of it. And I help buyers and sellers just like you buy and sell beautiful real estate here in Tennessee. So let's get started. I want to share with you a special story that means a lot and touched my heart with the first time home buyer that I had on this townhouse right here. So let me tell you about the situation. We had been looking for a while. We looked at some single family homes. We looked at some single family detached and attached homes. We looked at townhomes. We looked at condos, and we found this townhouse in a beautiful community in Spring Hill. And there were 5 townhomes on the market when we found this one. And shortly after we started looking, one went under contract for about $40,000 less than what the other 4 were listed for. So what we did is, after we toured the rest of the 4 townhomes, we went back to each of the sellers and we told the agents, we said, hey, I've got a cash buyer. We're going to close quickly. We're going to make this really quick and simple. We're not going to hold you liable for a bunch of home inspection items. And it's going to be cash. It's going to be really quick. So we said, but you have to give us your best price, knowing that one of the townhomes in there just sold for $40,000 below what the other ones were sitting at. So they already should have been scheduling a tough talk with their sellers and saying, hey, this is now a comp and we're going to have to talk about lowering our price. So we came in and we asked every one of them for their best price. They all came back and gave us their best price. And with that, we picked one, this one specifically. And this is the one that my client wanted. This is the one that they came back and gave us a good price. They accepted the price that we were willing to offer, and we went under contract. It was a super, super smooth transaction. The selling agent was fantastic, and he just did a great job, great communication, and we just had a really good experience with this transaction. My buyer, my first time home buyer, is just thrilled. He got a fantastic deal below market conditions, because right now it's a buyer's market out there. He got the townhouse for below market value, probably closed with a good amount of equity in this thing, and he plans on hanging on to it for about 5, 6, 7 years or so, and who knows whatever happens. But I'm super excited for him. He's a great guy. I really it was a pleasure working with him. He was super easy to work with, and it was a great transaction. It was a great experience, and he left me a 5-star review. So I'm super thankful for that. But I wanted to just share with you this story because this is the market that we're experiencing right now in what is this, October 2025, right? So the real estate market, it just stinks. And there's a lot of houses that are sitting on the market going stale because they're overpriced. I have another client. We were looking at a house and it's been sitting on the market for, I think it was about 140 some odd days, 142, 143 days. And it hasn't moved. And they've dropped their price $10,000, which $10,000 doesn't even touch where this property should be. This property should be $100,000, maybe $110,000 below what they're at. So, so here's my advice to sellers and sellers agents. If you want to sell, and I've got a client in Murfreesboro. We're going to be listing their house. I've already had this tough conversation with them. They know they bought in a high market and we are in a bad market. So they know that they're going to take a slight loss on this house. But I told them, if we don't come in at the right price, this house is just going to sit stale like all these other ones that you're seeing. Because don't forget, this seller is also my buyer for another property, right? So I told him, I said, we're going to win when we go to buy, but we're going to get our butts kicked when we go to sell, because it's a seller's market. Okay. And they understand that. So, but sellers, listen, agents, sellers, you got to drop the prices. You got to drop these things. I think our market would be doing a lot better if some of these houses were priced in current market conditions. And that's why they're sitting stale, and it's looking bad. It's I'm sure it's causing tension with with sellers and their agents. Like, so my advice is to have the tough conversations with your clients and just get the property priced correctly in current market conditions, and you probably sell it. I see it every day. I'm on MLS probably 2.5 to 3, maybe 3.5 hours a day looking for. I've got so many buyers that I'm trying to find houses for, and they're just getting burned out with what's on the market. There's not a lot on the market, and what's on the market is just way overpriced. So either we're going to sit there and just keep putting in all these lowball offers, but a lowball offer might be what your house is worth anyways. So talk to your clients, agents. You know that we need to bring this back to reality. Anyways, and listen, I'm not just blaming the agents. There's a lot of clients that think it's the same market it was in 2022, 2021, where it was just bid wars and $100,000 over ask and all this other crazy stuff. So, but we have to bring them back to reality. And listen, like, if the client doesn't listen to our advice, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe they're not the right client for us, and maybe we're not the right agent for them. Like, it's okay. That's for you to decide. But I think having the tough conversations, setting the expectations early, and making sure that the clients understand what kind of market that we're in is going to make a big difference, not only to new buyers, but it's going to make your relationship with your client a lot better too, because they're going to respect you for having tough talks, because nobody likes to have the tough talks, right? We know that. So anyways, thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate you. I knew this was just going to be a short video that I wanted to put out, but I'm extremely excited for my home buyer that bought this. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you, and I hope that you have many, many years of happy home ownership. So tune in next time to the Mornings on the MLS, when I've got some really cool stuff I want to show you here in the next couple of days. But tune in. I look forward to seeing you guys. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and smash that bell. It does everything a lot good for us on our channel. Talk to you soon.